Hey guys, how's it going? It's Shamsi here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the new movie Captain America: Civil War. I've already did my non-spoiler review on it, and today I will be doing my spoiler review on it. So if you haven't watched the movie, please do not watch this. But if you're a guy that just doesn't care about spoilers and is not going to see this movie, well, might as well just watch it. Um, I will advise you to watch this movie because this movie is pretty darn awesome. People have been hating on this movie, but honestly, this movie has been terrific, and I think it is better than most of the Batman series and a lot of Marvel movies in general. Now, if you haven't watched Captain America: First Avengers, Age of Ultron, or Avengers One, um, you shouldn't watch this. Or if you haven't watched any of the Iron Man movies, you shouldn't watch this movie because you would be totally lost on everything that's going on. I'm gonna make this review quick and sweet, probably 10 minutes or even more. But the first thing that happens in Civil War, which I'm just gonna spoil off the back, it basically goes back to the last movie, Age of Ultron, and what happens in Age of Ultron is I forgot who they were battling, but they were battling some sort of thing that could have caused a lot of situations, which but in the situation they killed a lot of people that and the government kind of got mad about it. Um, it's just pretty crazy on how many people they've killed, and this movie starts off with Captain America, and if you don't know, Crossbones is in the movie. Crossbones does get killed. He plants a bomb into himself. What he tried to do was try to kill Captain America with him, cause he didn't want to murder Captain America. He wanted to kill him by exploding him with a bomb. So what happened with Scarlet Witch? What she does is she takes Crossbones, she throws him inside the building with the bomb while it's detonating. With the problem here is the building was filled with a whole bunch of people, which killed so many people, and it was terrible. And they Scarlet Witch did take the blame for it because she was the reason that they all died. But the government, like General Ross, they want the superheroes to not take action unless it's been told. Don't do it just because you want to do it, or if you know. And basically, Captain America explains, if we wouldn't have, took action, Crossbones could kill way more people than actually happened. If we wouldn't have stopped the guy from the last movie, Age of Ultron, I forgot what the robot was called. They said if he said basically if we didn't kill him, he would have killed everybody. He would have wiped us all apart. So and then General Ross basically says, still you can't do this, and you know it basically if you do what we tell you not to do, you'll be vigilant. You would just be a victim of a crime, and you could like get arrested for that. And usually they're not allowed to suit up unless it's required by the government. It's pretty crazy. Um, a lot of big things that happens in this movie. Um, the Black Panther. You probably wondering, how is Black Panther, and what is his reasons for going after Bucky? Well, Black Panther's father, um, is the king of Wakanda, and now since he's the king of Wakanda, um, he has a say so in what goes on, and you know so his dad, Black Panther's dad, does a speech about the situation with the bombing of Scarlet Witch occurred and all the millions of people that's been killed. Um, and Black Panther, he notices something out the window, and he sees Bucky, and Bucky's by a van, and while Bucky is by this van, uh, Black Panther notices something, then runs, and he tells his dad to watch out, and a big explosion comes. That explosion killed Black Panther's father, which led to Black Panther being really pissed and thinking that it was Bucky that did it. The whole time, Bucky was brainwashed um, by a certain. If you remember in Winter Soldier, they found Bucky. Bucky was brainwashed to take out Captain America, and so Bucky was still brainwashed at the time. Um, and the person that basically planted all this was the doctor that was trying to take over, and I will get more into it in a minute. So Black Panther goes after Bucky because Bucky is on the run. After that, because he notices like everything's on the news, everything's going on. Captain America tries to come after him, but Bucky doesn't want to listen because Bucky is like he's literally he's not himself. He's put into a different mindset. So he's really mindless. He's not the same Bucky that we know. He's basically the Winter Soldier. So he attacks Captain America. Then Black Panther comes in the situation. Black Panther tries to kill Bucky. Bucky escapes. Plane starts shooting at them, and it's like so on and so forth. So then you see the little, if you ever seen the TV spot for Captain America: Civil War, where they have the Black Panther chasing Bucky. So that happens. Um, so Captain America attacks Bucky after. Well, see what happens. Bucky's running from Black Panther because Bucky's trying to get away from Black Panther. Black Panther's catching up to him. Captain America's running after them, but he realized he can't catch up to him because Black Panther is really fast. He's like faster than a car, basically. And so Captain America goes in a car. He drives in it. He catches up to him basically, and Black Panther is about close to slicing Bucky's face off. Uh, Captain America stops him, and then I think they get stopped by the government or the police, and then Black Panther takes off his mask, and they realize who he was. Then they get arrested, and the government basically tells him when they go back into I think it was the Avengers Corporation, whatever the place. Um, what's the guy? I forgot. The government, General Ross, they basically tell him, we took your suits. You can't do any of this no more without our authorization, or you will be arrested. And basically, Captain America feels like that his rights have been violated, and that what they're doing is wrong, and that it should be changed. And Tony's basically like, well, no, you're wrong. We should be going with the government because realize the government has done a lot for us, and we've done a lot for the government. It's basically like one person has one side, and it's like Falcon agrees with Captain America, and War Machine agrees with Tony, and it's pretty controversial. It's basically like who says she says type of thing. It's basically like what the presidential stuff that goes on. They have what they want to say. It's pretty crazy. What happens? Captain America goes off and doesn't care, and Bucky, I forgot the doctor that tries to capture Bucky, because Bucky actually does be trapped inside of this containment, and the doctor tries to release. I believe the doctor tries to release him. No, the doctor tries to take over him and his mind once again to try to like get into him again. Bucky gets mad. He rips out of there place he was in. He leaves. He almost attacks the doctor. Captain America tries to save some Falcons, gets attacked by Bucky. They all leave, and Captain America has this huge fight with Bucky because Bucky literally is like his mind is not where it's supposed to be, and Captain America's trying to figure that out. Bucky tries to go inside of an air. If you ever seen a TV spot, that person inside of the airplane was definitely Bucky, and Captain America does stop Bucky. They fall in the water. Captain America saves Bucky, and Captain Bucky gets back his mind. He talking to Cap, and then Captain America's trying to explain to Tony, he's not the same. He's not the guy that did all this tormention. It killed Wakanda, Black Panther's father. He explains that he's not the one that did it, and it's pretty gruesome. You never, in my mind when I was watching it, I didn't necessarily know who killed Black Panther's father or who caused a lot of this tormention. But I did kind of realize it pretty much probably, it was Bucky. But then what happens was this white lady, I forgot who she was. She gets back all the suits and armors for Captain America because basically Cap's like, man, I'm gonna defend you. We need to suit up. We need to try to like get you out of here. Try to take you back somewhere. We need to get you away from the Avengers Corporation as possible because they're gonna try to take you down, and they're gonna try to destroy you, and try to kill you basically. If I don't save you, either Black Panther or Tony is gonna get to you. And so they suit up and they're trying to like go away, and Where this comes in is your boy Spider Man, Peter Parker. You probably are like, oh my goodness, how is Spider Man? How is Peter Parker? Well, Spider Man and Peter Parker, well, they're the same two persons, but Peter Parker, outstanding. So what happens is, Scarlet asks, "Do you have a backup plan?" Tony's like, "Well, my backup plan. Well, Scarlet's like, my backup plan's downstairs," which I think she might have been mentioned Hawkeye. Well, no, no, take that back, cause Hawkeye's on Cap's side. She might have been mentioning anybody else, but that. And then she asked him who's on Tony's side. Tony's like, you know. And so Tony goes to Aunt May's house. Peter's just getting home, and Tony tells Aunt May that Peter's a part of this science project. Well, this project, and that he's paying like, well, he's investing in the project that Peter has, which is trying to tell him, and so Tony Stark goes into Peter's room. Peter's kind of confused, like, why is he here? And so Tony goes in his room, and you notice that Peter is a very poor person. He has like old computers, and Peter basically says, oh, he goes dumpster diving, and Tony Stark is like, well, wow. And so Peter was like, why are you really here? And Tony says, well, uh, I see he shows a footage of Spider-Man. This is before Spider-Man did have two costumes. He showed Spider-Man webbing and going around town and saving people, and Peter's like denying it. He's like, I am not Spider-Man. That is not me. I don't know what you're talking about. That is wrong information. I don't know who that is. And and Tony's like, okay, okay, fine. So there's a leverage on top of his roof. It's like a basement type thing. So Tony pushes it. His suit comes out. Peter's like, oh God, he already caught me. And now there's like so much controversy, and it's like Tony's like, who are you? Are Spider Boy, Spider Kid? He's like, I'm Spider Man. He's like, not with those tidy whities you are, and it's pretty funny. I literally laughed my ass off, and Peter Parker, man, this Peter Parker, Tom Holland, you played an amazing Peter Parker. I felt so into the character. Um, so Tony asks him, can you help me with something I need? And then Tony's like, you're in need for a upgrade. The costume that he has now is basically like a sweater, some sweatpants or something like that, and with some goggles. And uh, Tony asked him how could he. Tony grabs the mask, asks him how can he see out of those things. Peter basically explains he has his spider sense isn't that well, so when he puts the costume on, when he puts the mask on, he has to fix the goggles where the lenses move so he can see out of his parental. So he like something that goes on with his parental vision that messes him up. And I thought that was pretty smart enough to explain why the eyes move, not just to say that it's just CGI that's moving the eyes. It was a pretty smart way to explain it. You probably see it in movie theaters. You'd be like, oh, okay, that's cool. Um, and Tony just asked him a favor if he can do, and Peter basically says, "I have homework, I can't do that." And Tony's like, "Can you come to Germany with you?" He's like, "No way, Aunt May would not like that." And Tony wants him to tell Aunt May about his powers, but basically Peter's like, "No, I can't say that because I can't tell Aunt May about my powers because if I tell her about it, she's gonna freak out. Then I'm gonna freak out." And then Tony says something slick before he leaves. He's like, "Well, I'm gonna go say something to Aunt May." And then Peter pulls out his webs. He webs Tony's hand to the door and says, "You better not tell Aunt May." And it was pretty funny. I really laughed my ass off. And then after that situation, that's where Captain America, everybody gets in. Uh, they get ready. And so Captain America, Falcon, and Bucky, they all, they try to run, get away, stuff like that. Before they suit up, they actually got a chance to get Ant-Man. They had to get him. He was in a van. As you've seen in the TV spot of the trailer, you seen he was in a van. So they got him. So they all suit up, and they're about to try to, leave. But then Tony and War Machine and y'all come out, and there's like, and basically Tony says, you don't have to do this. What did we do for you to try to save somebody that doesn't, it's not doing the right thing. And Captain America's like, basically, I love my friend. My friend Bucky didn't do anything wrong, and that Captain America told him that there's five other clones, just like Bucky, that's freezing, that we have to stop. The doctor that actually did take over Bucky's mind. Um, Captain America, not Tony Stark, did not want to believe him, so he's like, "All right, forget it." Under ruse, and then Spider-Man comes out. Spider-Man, he comes out, he saves the day. Well, doesn't save the day. He just comes out. He's pretty funny. That Spider-Man, I tell you, that Spider-Man that plays Tom Holland, man, you're a great Spider-Man. He comes out, "Hey everyone," he is like, "My name's Spider-Man. This suit made by Tony," and Tony's like, "Ah, you don't have to say all that." He's like, "Okay, well, hey everyone," and it's like pretty hella funny. Um, and so it's like who else I forgot? Ant-Man. So Ant-Man shrinks. So Ant-Man's like, he shrinks himself, and they get distracted, and like the war basically starts. And I gotta tell you, this airport scene is pretty badass. The first part of it is just not just it's pretty amazing. I gotta say, man, that airport scene was pretty awesome. I loved every single bit of it. Um, Spider-Man, he goes, Spider-Man fights Falcon, and well, does he fight Falcon? Yeah, he fights Falcon and Bucky, webs them, and it was the funniest thing ever. Spider-Man gets on the wall by the airport, inside the airport, and they're like, Bucky's like, "Who is that?" And then Falcon was like, "Everybody has to have a gimmick sometime," and that was hilarious. Like, I felt like, he just like, it's like, "Oh, who the fuck this is?" And then the whole time Spider-Man is beating up Bucky and Falcon and any other person, he's sitting there making jokes. And it was one thing that Spider-Man said. He's like, "Do you remember this movie?" And he's like sitting there fighting, and like literally, I think it was Scarlet Witch. She was like, "How old is this guy?" And he was like, "He's a kid from a corporation, the Avengers Initiation or whatever." And I laughed. It was pretty hilarious. I really thought that was really hilarious. And it's like, the whole time Spider-Man was just sitting there making jokes. He was just laughing, having a good time, like a Spider-Man would. But he's still getting the job done, which I respected 100%. Her moves are way better than Tobey and Andrew Garfield put together. I gotta say, this is the best Spider-Man of all time. Sam Raimi. This makes Sam Raimi Spider-Man the it just makes him like a teaser, like something. It's something. It's like Spider-Man. Sam Raimi is a baby, and this is the dad. I really enjoyed it. Spider-Man, I would probably just tell you how he ends up not being in the rest of the movie, because he only had 30 minutes of screen time, just like Black Panther. What happened was, um, Spider-Man falls to the ground. Tony comes out of nowhere. Spider-Man has his mask off. He gets scared, and Tony's like, "Well, you're done. You're done. I'm gonna call MA, and you're gonna go home." And like Spider-Man's like, "No, I'm not done," and he realized, "I'm done." It's pretty crazy. I loved the movie 100%. Ant-Man does some crazy stunts in here. He makes himself huge to attack War Machine and Iron Man, anything that's flying in the air. What stops him is Spider-Man, because he webs his legs, his arms, and he takes him down. And War Machine and Iron Man take him down as well. It's pretty cool seeing Ant-Man get that huge just to try to take down the other side of Iron Man's team. Black Panther has some great moments with Captain America. Oh yeah, Captain America, Spider-Man did have some funny moments as well. Spider-Man was fighting Captain America, and Captain America took his shield, cut his webs off while he's flying, and tried to hit a what's it? I think it was like a semi truck. He tried to take it. He tried to push it on Spider-Man. Spider-Man like grabs it, and he was like, "Ugh." And then Captain America was like, "You got a lot of heart, kid. Where you from?" He's like, "From Queens." He's like, Captain America laughs like, "Haha, I'm from Brooklyn." And then he runs away, and then Spider-Man just holding the car. He's holding the truck like, "Really?" It's pretty hilarious. I know I'm going over time because I had to get into details on a lot of situations that happened. This might last for a very long time. I don't know, but yeah, yeah. So everybody gets taken down. Everybody's hurt. So Captain America and Bucky try to run to go to. They try to go on an airplane so they can fly to the place where they need to get the bodies. I mean, well, not the bodies, but try to get Bucky to escape. Vision tries to stop him. What I didn't tell you about Vision, Vision has this relationship with Scarlet, just like the comic books. Scarlet and Vision have like a relationship. Vision makes her dinner in the movie. They try to get lovey and stuff, but Vision says, I can't let you leave because of the situations." And Scarlet's like, you can't tell me what to do." Scarlet takes over Vision. She tries to destroy Vision. Um, Scarlet does stop Vision, and then Scarlet gets stopped because okay. Vision tries to Vision. I think it was Vision that tries to destroy the place so Bucky and Cap can leave, and then Scarlet tries to stop them, and War Machine stops Scarlet, but they still run to try to Captain Bucky still try to run and try to leave, and then you see Black Widow. She's inside the building. She's like, I know I would get a lot of hate for doing this, but then she does some type of thing to Black Panther to stop him from trying to take Captain America and Bucky, and she lets Captain America and Bucky go, and they go on an airplane and they fly away. Um, and War Machine tries to stop him. And you saw the scene where you thought War Machine you saw the scene where War Machine gets hit with the beam and he flies down. A lot of people was thinking that was Hawkeye's arrow. Well, that was not. So War Machine tried to stop Captain America in the air. Bunky, they're inside inside of like a jet. War Machine trying to stop them. Well, Falcon's right behind War Machine, and Vision, he can make stuff come out of his middle of his forehead with a little whatever, and so he beams a light. So Vision beams a light, and when Vision beams the light, Falcon sees it. Falcon moves out the way. The beam of the light um went inside of War Machine, which led him and his machine of armor to fly down and fall, because it just stopped working. And what this does, I don't know if I don't know if it paralyzed War Machine's leg, but um, he did his leg did something happened to his leg. I think it was broke. I hope it's not paralyzed, because then that'd be like the end of War Machine. So Falcon goes down there. He's like, "Oh, I apologize," because if you see the scene where Iron Man is holding War Machine, Falcon is there. He's like, "I'm sorry." Uh, Iron Man, Tony's like, he beams Falcon. A lot of people did get captured in this movie. Hawkeye got captured. Scarlet Witch, Falcon, Ant Man did get captured because after he fell, they all basically captured him, and they're inside the Avengers containment and they can't be escaped. Only people that are out on Captain America's side is Cap, Bucky, and that's pretty much about it. Cause like literally, like they all get captured. It's pretty crazy, and so they all get captured. Like Iron Man's trying to figure out where they at. There's this clip. That's a little later. Um, what Iron Man can do, Tony Stark in the beginning. I know I just got to the airport scene, but I'm just gonna go to get some quick aspects. Tony can he his everything that he imaginates in his mind can come inside of his world. That's what he shows in the beginning. Do you remember the casket scene with Captain America in the beginning? You thought that, oh, that was a big old death. Really, it wasn't. It was the lady from the first Avengers that Captain America fell in love with. She dies because she was like almost like 100 years old. She dies, and they show it in they show her funeral in the beginning, because I guess she was a part of the Avengers, which no one knew. And yeah, but let's go back where I was starting from. I think it was after the Avengers airport scene. So Iron Man is he's back at the Avengers Corps. He's trying to find a way to find he's trying to figure out to find a way to find not Iron Man, but Captain America and Bucky. So during it, Iron Man goes down to the cellar, and he asks his one Falcon, "Can you tell me where Captain America and Bucky are going? Cause it's emergency." And Falcon was like, "Why would I, give out my friends?" And basically Iron Man says, this is a big situation. Um, you know, and Captain Falcon was basically said, I will tell you what they are, but not as a friend or something like that. So he tells where he tells where Captain America, Bucky are, and so where he tells them they're at, they go to a place where you actually see where the fight scene was in a TV spot. They go to that building. Um, they try to stop the doctor because the doctor is trying to take these five uh, these five people that he made. They're frozen. They've been frozen for like years, and he tries to take them, and he tries to bring them back so they can destroy Captain America and all of them. This movie does not go that much from the comic books besides Scarlet Witch and Vision relationship. It doesn't really do a lot what the comic book says. Um, but yeah, so Iron Man is there. So Iron Man is there, and Iron Man says that he is going to stop basically stop the Doctor with Captain America and Bucky. He was like, well, I'm gonna go on their side because maybe Bucky didn't kill Black Panther's maybe Bucky didn't kill Black Panther's father, and maybe he didn't kill all those innocent people. Tony was so much about to believe that that didn't happen, but it really did. And so this clip comes up, and it's from 1991, where it's basically, how Tony Stark parents die in a car accident. Well, the clip shows that that really didn't happen, and that um, Bucky actually stops the car. Bucky's mission. He was brainwashed, but his mission was to kill Tony Stark's parents. So what he does is he stops the car. He kills Tony Stark's dad, and kills his mom. Tony sees that, and he's totally pissed. He literally attacks Captain America, Bucky, and they fight. And this fight is so scary because you don't know if somebody's gonna die. Literally, it literally had me chills. So Iron Man shoots off Bucky's metal arm, which I thought was like, wow. He shoots off his metal arm. He attacks Captain America. He's like literally almost killing Captain America. Bucky literally almost ripped off the arc activator inside of Iron Man's chest, and he literally almost ripped it out, and he literally almost killed Iron Man. And blew off when Iron Man blew off his arm, Bucky couldn't do anything else, because Bucky was just armless. um, and then Captain America gets pissed. Captain America's whooping the hell out of Iron Man. Iron Man is taking this beating like hell. He's bam, 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 and like I'm like, wow. And so Iron Man literally almost kills Captain America almost kills Iron Man. He takes his shield, and he literally, he's about to bush Tony Stark's face in, and Tony Stark blocks his face. So Captain America goes after his activator. So he puts the shield through his armor, and I thought he killed Iron Man, but he didn't. Captain America's like, why am I fighting you? This is whatever, and takes it out. Um, and then he's like, forget it, I'm gone. And Iron Man's like, you can't leave. Oh, that suit. Oh, my dad made that. You can't go anywhere. And he's like, Cap's like, really? So he throws the shield at Tony's like, you can have it. So Captain America picks up Bucky, and they leave, and they never really was seen again. Cap go back. Tony goes back to his regular days in Avengers, and he's trying to help War Machine get back on his feet. And he gets a letter from Captain America telling him that he's sorry about all this happened, and he's sorry that he didn't tell his he tried to keep Tony away from telling him that Bucky did kill his parents, because Captain knew the whole time that he killed Tony's parents, that Bucky kills Tony's parents. He basically tells him in the letter that I'm sorry this happened. I didn't want none of this to happen. Please forgive me about all of this, but I had to save my friend. He was my friend, and I couldn't let you kill him or take him captive because of something that he didn't really commit, but he was brainwashed, and It was pretty out crazy, and the doctor, for a minute I thought the doctor would escape because since Iron Man and Captain America fight, they don't have a chance to really get to the doctor, which he was there trying to take over the thing, the five people. But Black Panther was there to stop it. Black Panther sees the doctor, and he realizes the doctor was the reason that his basically his dad dies because the doctor actually brainwashes all of that, and so Black Panther tries to stop him because the doctor tries to shoot Black Panther, and Black Panther kills him. I believe so. I'm not for sure. I don't necessarily remember of all of this. I'm surprised I remember all this so far. This is probably the best review I've ever done on any type of movie. Um, and so, Iron Man sees the letter, and he's like, okay, and like Black Panther is talking to I think talking to Iron Man, telling him what's next or whatever. And there's an end credit scene that I'm not for sure about. If you wanna get the end credit scene explained, you might want to go to uh, YouTube channel. I think they're called comic book. Um, you might want to go to their channel and get it because I don't remember the end credit scene. But overall, this movie was amazing. Black Panther, you're amazing. Everybody in this movie had their parts. It wasn't just a big old fight scenes. It was everything was piece by piece. Every character had their story to tell. Every character wasn't didn't feel like they weren't used properly. Every character was used properly at their own moments in time. I gotta tell you, for like, shouts out to the people, the fighting. Well, shouts out to the team that did all the stunts, man. You did a hell of a stunts. Even though most of the stuff was CGI, it didn't feel CGI because it felt so real. But shout out to the stunt people. You did a great job with all the stunts, especially some of the Spideys. You know, I think Tom Holland did a lot of the Spidey stunts though. I think so. But pretty much, man, this movie is pretty good. Um, did I have any problems with it? Um, Not necessarily. I had a little problem with Peter. He didn't necessarily like a Peter Parker. I mean, he kind of did, but it just felt different, and I did like it. I really didn't have a problem. I'm not gonna say I did have a problem with that. Peter Parker, Spider Man was good. Black Panther, amazing. Hawkeye, amazing. Falcon, Iron Man, War Machine, they all were amazing. I give this movie probably an A plus, just because I really didn't have any problems with it. This is by far the best Marvel film that's ever made. Only thing that I think can top it is probably Homecoming, which does involve Tony Stark, Vulture. We would have to see then, and anything that comes out, But thank you guys for watching my review. If you enjoyed the review, please leave a like. The reason that my comments are disabled is because of these certain people that bash my channel. I really didn't want to be bothered by that because reporting them every day didn't feel right. So you know what, I just like said disable comments. So if you want to leave me a comment, or if you want not leave me a comment, but if you want to talk to me, just leave me a message on my YouTube channel. If it's anything rude or anything terrible, I will literally either block it or I will report you because I really don't have time to deal with pettiness or people's bullshit. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, and I'm out, guys. And if you want to see any other videos, go to my channel and you can check out any of my other videos. Make sure you guys subscribe. Let's try to get to 900 subscribers so we can hit 1,000 in future. And thank you guys for watching.